I got a couple of things to pop off. Not major news this week, but things you may want to be on your radar. So
Okay.
I'll let you know what mine are. You let me know what yours are, and we'll go from there. So
Okay.
I got just 2 bits of news this week. A lot of people may have seen it. E3 is coming back this year.
Cool.
And it's the first time. They canceled it last year, I believe. So we were just a year off, right? Because it was on the year before, correct?
Right.
Okay. Want to make sure. E3's been on the decline for a while, so I couldn't remember if it was coronavirus or another reason that people stopped going, but it was definitely coronavirus, obviously, last year.
Right.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, you mentioned this earlier, and I want to make sure I heard you right. Sony is still not going to go to E3 this year, correct?
Right.
Microsoft and
They don't need to spend that
Nintendo?
money.
Yeah, Microsoft and Nintendo are attending?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I don't think. I don't know, man. E3 just might be dead. This might be the last, E3.
Yeah, because it's not just about the format, but it's about the venue and the way that people handle it. I mean, remember they had that massive information leak for journalist information and developer information.
Yeah.
They've had a lot of controversy over the years. And again, people are finding that it's just as effective to release directs and state of plays, right? And whatever else you want to call them, than it is to actually go spend a ton of money to do like a physical show or whatever that only journalists are going to show up to, which would report on you either way.
Right.
We'll keep a close eye on developments. E3 could still be a hub for some news this year, so obviously we're going to cover it and kind of bring back, our thoughts and impressions on it. If E3 dies or this ends up being the last E3, I'm not going to cry any tears for it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of upset that I never got to go to one.
Yeah.
But, I think I'll be all right.
Yeah, and there are other video game related expos that are a little bit less cynical than E3 that are still going that we can go to eventually. So maybe if we get really huge, we'll start making it. We'll have a booth at PAX.
Yeah. Or go to Tokyo Game Show.
Player 2 has entered the booth. Also this week, exclusivity for Final Fantasy VII Remake ends.
All right.
Meaning,
Xbox,
yeah.
PC.
Yeah, Xbox and PC. I'd say Nintendo Switch, but let's wait till that Pro comes out because it's still a beefy boy. It's big. It's a big beefy boy.
It's too big. I don't know if that's going to fit on a cart. But
Unless
then again,
they want
The
to
Witcher
do
3 fit on a cart. So.
It did. I mean, unless they want to do like streaming, like they did with Control.
Yeah.
Maybe. Anything's possible.
I'm glad more people will get to play it, though.
Yeah. If Switch is your only option, it's cool that they're working really hard to provide you those options because it's not like they make a ton of money from it. Because, again, I have access to play Witcher 3 on anything. And for me, PC is probably the best, but that's not my most comfortable gaming setup. So I like to rock it on PS4 or eventually PS5. That's where I would recommend it. So, all right. What do you got going on this week for gaming news?
Okay, so there have been some reports about first-party titles in Sony's lineup. Developer Ben Studio pitched Days Gone 2 to Sony, and they rejected it. So as of now, Days Gone 2 is not happening. It could be that they're literally canceling the project, or they're just going to wait for a better pitch, or I don't know. But Sony says that Ben Studio is now working on a new game that will be part of a brand new franchise. So looks like Days Gone 2 is Days Gone. It's long gone. We're gonna work on that one. But yeah, man, it's kind of sad. I only played it for a little bit, and it was fine.
I don't find it sad.
I wasn't into it.
Yeah, really. I was gonna say I don't find it sad. I wasn't into it either. I'm not going to cry tears over a game that basically no one really dug because, again, they have the numbers. They gave it away for free on PS Plus and then again for that collection for PS5.
Yeah.
If people really wanted to play it, they'd be playing it, and they would have the data to support, okay, enough people would probably be interested in a sequel. They had a little bit of hype before with their whole zombie wave mechanic or whatever, but it really just didn't play out too well in the story, and I played it and enjoyed it okay too, but again, it didn't blow my mind, and I didn't finish it, so obviously it wasn't that great.
Right. Yeah. So other news from the Sony camp, apparently there is a Last of Us remake in development for PS5.
Okay.
And I'm just like, really, Sony? Is this, you already got a remaster on PS4. The game came out in 2013. It's not even 10 years old yet. It's already getting a remake.
The execs at Sony think you don't want to play old games because they look like garbage.
Right, but here go your. And speaking on that, man, I really think that there's no way Sony doesn't come out with some sort of backwards compatibility at this point, closing down all these stores.
They need to.
Like they, I think it's just it was taking too much money to keep these stores open. They're like, we're gonna put all the money that we were putting into that into putting them on the PS5 because it makes no sense not to.
I hope.
It'll literally just print money, but who knows what Sony's thinking.
I hope if they actually do put it all on PS5, I hope if you already have the license for the game on Vita or PS3 or PSP, that it carries over and they don't pull a fucking Nintendo. Because Nintendo is really bad about you buying a game and then them releasing the same exact version of that game on a different system, being like, buy it again, stupid.
Right. Don't you want to play it on new stuff?
But traditionally, Sony's been pretty cool about that. Traditionally, you buy a game on PS3, you automatically get the Vita version or automatically get the PSP version, depending on what type of game it is. Mm-hmm. They're really good about like cross-platform among their own in-house platforms.
Right.
We'll have to see.
Yeah, so I don't know why they're doing it. I know why they're doing it, because money, but Jesus, Last of Us remake already.
Yeah, I don't
know
if I would
buy
go
it.
for
No,
I'm not gonna. I don't need to play that game again. I've already.
Right. I don't need to cry anymore.
It would be nice if they were actually working on Last of Us 3. That would be nice.
Right, or another Uncharted game that was apparently canceled.
Oh man, that's canceled too, huh?
Yeah.
Yikes. Well, hasn't that story kind of run its course?
I mean, yeah, but if you played The Lost Legacy with Chloe and what was the Nadine?
But I haven't played the game
her
myself.
Nadine and Sam was actually in that game as well, and they kind of hinted at more adventures with them, kind of spin-off style. So I definitely wouldn't mind
series
it.
with different characters. I got you.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind it.
Okay. Cool.
But
cool.
we got some more Final Fantasy news. Final Fantasy VII Advent Children Complete is getting a 4K Dolby release.
Nice.
And that's pretty awesome. It kind of sucks for the people that were scrambling to buy the Blu-ray when the remake came out, because the Blu-ray is selling for like $60 or something.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
I think I have the DVD. I don't have the Blu-ray because I got it when it first came out.
Yeah, but it's a real dope Final Fantasy movie. Like, the story is nonsense, but the fights are amazing, and that's really kind of what we're here for. So, yeah, but the last bit of gaming news, man, like we said, it was really light this week. Streets of Rage 4 is getting a Mr. X Nightmare DLC. And if you're regular listeners of the show, you know that me and Mike have played and beaten Streets of Rage 4, and it was a really good time. There's going to be 3 new playable characters, one of which is Estelle, who was the female police officer that was chasing your characters throughout the game. And there's also going to be some new moves. They look really dope, and I can't wait I might actually jump into it. Like, I'm not big on DLC. Like, I don't like buying DLC at all. But depending on the price and what I hear about it, I might pick it up. And we might go ahead and bust through it one time.
I am down to clown with that game anytime.